out there in all that cold with just a jacket on. I don't know how he does it. Anyway, it's Super Bowl Sunday in the U.S. The Seattle Seahawks are about to take on the New England Patriots. The big game takes place tonight in Arizona. It's almost always warm in Phoenix, but there's extra heat on this game because of a scandal called Deflategate. Well, it's all about the handling of footballs off the field in recent playoff games. It seems someone took slightly deflated balls used by the New England Patriots. That could make them easier to grip. Well, Patriots quarterback Tom Brady claims he has no idea how it happened. Neither does his coach Bill Belichick. The National Football League is investigating. But one thing is for certain, the balls used in tonight's big game will be tested very carefully. Well, sports journalist Didier Morais joins us. Well, look, let's get Deflategate. I mean, come on. This is like the third known offense against the New England Patriots. They're talking about an investigation, but come on. I mean, to me, Belichick should have been fined, suspended for the game. Nothing much is going to happen here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know that they don't want to taint the Super Bowl. Obviously, a lot of eyes are going to be on the Super Bowl. So the NFL, they're going with the whole storyline that we're still investigating and we're going to continue to do interviews after the Super Bowl. They know they don't want any controversy tomorrow. There's already been a lot of discussion about Deflategate as it is, and I think the NFL is actually happy that a lot of the attention during this past media week has been on Marshawn Lynch. So if anything, they should be more thankful that Marshawn Lynch taking the heat off of them from Deflategate.
And a really cute thing with Marshawn Lynch with the whole Skittles thing, because apparently he really likes Skittles, so he actually opened his mouth up a little bit about Skittles. I guess it's somewhat kind of a commercial, whatever, but I thought it was kind of cute with Marshawn.
I think he's a marketing genius. I think he's just playing all of us in the media.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think he's even better than Sherman Williams at this whole thing. Let's talk about predictions here. Who do you think's going to win?
I think Seattle's going to win. The reality is they have such a potent defense. I mean, the Legion of Boom. Now, it's all going to be predicated on the health of Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman, because at the end of the day, that secondary is a little banged up. The other thing I also want to think that'll play a big role is the wide receivers for Seattle, because they don't have the big high-profile playmakers. Doug Baldwin and Jermaine Kearse are some really solid options. However, when you're going against Revis Island, Darrelle Revis, and Brandon Brown and some of these really well-established cornerbacks, I think that'll complicate things a little bit.
Well, here's the thing. The duel out at Diablo, Richard Sherman, Darrelle Revis, who do you think's a better cornerback?
I think technically, in terms of just technicality and the way he plays defense, I think Darrelle Revis is still better, and he is the veteran. At the same time, Sherman has the youth. He has the speed. They play a little different styles. So ultimately, at the end of the day, I would still give the edge over to Darrelle Revis.
Outside of the game itself, of course, a lot of people are watching for the commercials, and of course, the entertainment at halftime. We've got Lenny Kravitz and, of course, Katy Perry. This draws a lot of people to the game as well.
Yeah, and Missy Elliott. I mean, Missy Elliott's coming out of nowhere. She's been hidden for all these years, but I think it's going to be great because it's going to hit a bunch of different audiences and reach a lot of different demographics. You have Katy Perry, who can hit some of the youth. You have Lenny Kravitz, who can hit some of the older audiences. And you even have Missy Elliott, who she kind of hits both of them in a sense, because she is that OG, so to speak.
And of course, Katy Perry, the biggest draw, of course, with millions of records sold worldwide. She certainly has an international audience. But let's move on here. This 30-second commercial that the NFL is going to put out here against domestic violence. I got to tell you right now, I've been talking about this all the time. They're making NFL the poster boys of domestic violence, which is actually a farce, because domestic violence is half of that in the NFL than it is the national average in the United States, as well as other crimes. But yet and still, people keep continuing to put the NFL up here as poster boys for all the ills that America holds. And I think it's absolutely atrocious.
I completely agree with you. I think it comes off as ingenuine, because the reality of the situation is the NFL, they realize that they messed up the whole Ray Rice investigation. So now they're trying to leverage the fact that, hey, the Super Bowl, let's show everybody how committed we are to domestic violence and raising awareness of this. And it really comes off as ingenuine. The timing is also bad in a sense, because if you think about it, the Super Bowl is known as a party. Everybody's having fun. So in a sense, you put out some of these commercials, and it's almost like if you're at a party and you're enjoying yourself with some friends and somebody's like, hey, let's talk about domestic violence. So not really the best of timing to get that point across.
Lastly, your favorite food for the Super Bowl, what are you going to be eating while you're watching?
Wings, baby. Can't go wrong with chicken.
You can't go wrong with chicken. They better be blackened chicken wings, too. Those are mine.
I got
my favorite.
Absolutely. You can come over. We're going to have a big party
Okay,
later.
real quickly, spread, score, what do you think?
Oh, score, I'm going 27-20 Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, I got you.
All right.
Sounds good. Didier Morais, you are the man.
Thank you.
Eat those chicken wings.